Moving on once again, South Korea's ousted former President Yoon Suk Yeol has said that he is leaving the Conservative People's Power Party, according to his Facebook post. The announcement comes as the PPP's presidential candidate is reportedly badly trailing Liberal Democratic Party candidate Lee Jae-myung in the polls before the June 3rd snap election. According to a Gallup career poll released on Friday, some 29% supported PPP presidential candidate Kim Moon-soo, compared to 51% for frontrunner Lee. Yoon, whose December surprise martial law and subsequent impeachment brought about the snap presidential election, had been called by members to leave the party in an effort to muster more support from moderate voters who negatively view his actions. Yoon said in his post that he is leaving the People Power Party to fulfill his responsibility to protect the Free Republic of Korea, and asked the readers to lend your support to PPP's Kim Moon-soo. Meanwhile, candidates Lee and Kim are set to face off in their first televised debate on Sunday. We move on once again. British Foreign Minister David Lammy has said that the UK is working closely with the United States to ensure the ceasefire between India and Pakistan remains in place. Speaking in Islamabad at the end of his two-day visit to Pakistan, Lammy emphasised the importance of sustained dialogue and confidence-building measures between the two countries. The ceasefire agreement between the two states was announced on May the 10th. The escalation came after Pakistani and Pakistani-backed terrorists killed 26 civilians. Lammy also urged both sides to honour their treaty obligations following India's suspension of the Indus Waters Treaty. In Libya, protests erupted today in the capital Tripoli as hundreds demanded the resignation of Prime Minister Abdulhamid Dibaya. The demonstrators rallied in Martyrs Square, chanting for elections and the fall of the government. Tensions escalated when protesters tried to storm the Prime Minister's office. One security officer was also killed. The unrest comes days after heavy clashes between rival armed groups rocked the capital, the worst fighting in years, killing 8 civilians. 3 ministers resigned on Friday in support of the protests, while demonstrators accused Dibaya of failing to restore law and order and enabling militia control. Libya's government blamed saboteurs for the violence and released footage of a damaged government fence. Protesters carried pictures of Dibaya and top officials with their faces crossed out in red. Let's listen to what some of the protesters said.
هنا من أجل مطالبة بإسقاط هذه الحكومة وتشكيل حكومة واحدة وطنية لتوافق وطنية يتم الاتفاق عليها، كذلك يطالبوا بفك التشكيلات المسلحة.
الليبيين يريدون دولة ديمقراطية مبنية على الحق والعدالة والمؤسسات، لا نريد أي كلام ثاني. فيا إخواني نحن لم نخرج إلا لنصرة.
The United Nations voiced concern over the escalation and urged all sides to protect civilians. Libya has faced instability since the fall of Muammar Gaddafi in 2011, with Tripoli long divided among armed factions. Calls for elections and for Dibaya to step down are growing louder.